Yo guys, HSTS here, and I'm gonna review 2012 Playmates TMNT Kraang. So let's get started into the quick size comparison. There is Leonardo in the same series, and as you can see, he is shorter than Kraang, which I think is cool that Kraang is bigger than the other two. Now the Shredder is right next to the android Kraang, and as you can see, I think they might be the same height. I think Shredder is just a bit taller just because of the spiky stuff on his helmet. Taking a closer look into the figure, it's a pretty nice, decent figure. But first, let's get into the alien Kraang, and as I could remove him. So you could actually remove Kraang out of the android's stomach, which is pretty cool. It is a soft type of rubber. It isn't really sticky or anyways, there are these things called trash packs, and they're definitely just like squinkies. They're kind of like squinkies, but like for boys. And as you can see, just a comparison right there. He is definitely smaller than a trash pack, and the trash pack is more stickier and like squishier. So the Kraang is squishy, but it's not too sticky or anything, and there's a hole right here. You could put it on top of like your figure's heads if you ever wanted. You could like turn it inside out like a jellyfish if you ever wanted. But anyways, now getting closer into like the paint on the Kraang, it's pretty cool. I like how they did the eyes and the teeth. I wish they put some white on the teeth. They just like, I think it's like a brownish mixing in with a black. They didn't really put like any teeth there, but he does have teeth. I wish they put some white stuff, but it's still pretty cool. I like how it's like a brainish. But one complaint I have, he was packaged in the android just like this, and his two tentacles were like crushed together, like now they're stuck in this pose. So like if you could like move them here, but then they'll go back at their same pose towards the other tentacles. They're just staying right there, and I'm trying to get these tentacles to like stay right there, but since they're packaged like this for a long time, you can't, it's hard to make it go back to its regular position. So that really sucks. But anyways, now getting to the android is pretty nice. It's nicely done. And I think this is cartoon accurate because this is from the new cartoon series from Nickelodeon. But anyways, the head sculpt's pretty nice again. What's cool about the head sculpt is like right here on top of the head, you can't really see just because of the lighting is so bright. But when you get this figure, if you look closely, there's like scratches on top of his head, so that looks cool. As well as the chest, there's like scratches there as well, and a lot of scratches at the chest, but just the lighting, it's hard to see right there. I like how they did more scratches like at the thigh area. I also like how they did, you know how Kraang is in his little android stomach, they actually had tentacles going around him, like right here at the ankle and the other side of the legs, and like at the arms and at the back right there, even on the neck. So that is pretty cool. For his articulation, his head goes up and down. It actually goes up pretty high, and it does go 360. Arms go 360 in and out, and the legs go up, down. And that is pretty much it for his articulation. So his articulation is definitely Kraang comes with these two, I guess, laser blasters, if that's what you want to call it. There's really no detail on it, but the paint job is nice. It's like a metallic silver kind of. And anyway, so now let's take a look at Kraang's in front of the box. It says Kraang right here, and it says extra dimensional enemies of Earth. And then there is the other turtles right there at the side, and then right here it says includes removable brain, and then at the top it says Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and at the other side it says the same thing right there. And then this is actually talking about the turtles, and then here's the bio right here. You could pause and read it. It's kind of blurry, but anyways. And then right here is, I guess, the picture of Kraang in the new cartoon, and I guess that's the android in the new cartoon. So the android kind of looks goofy in the new cartoon, but the Kraang kind of looks cool in the new cartoon. But for his weapons, it says super powered Kraang droid exoskeletons and laser blasters. And then Team Kraang evil aliens. And then there is the other figures in the series. And actually, I went to my local Toys R Us, and they actually had every figure. They had Splinter, they had April, they had Foot Soldier, Shredder, all the turtles, and Kraang. So I think they had 2 Kraangs, and then they had like 4 of each turtle. And then I think they had 3 or 4 Foot Soldiers, and then 2 Splinters, 1 April, and then 2 Shredders. So they had a bunch of these figures. So anyways, for my final thoughts on this Kraang figure, he's a pretty cool figure. He's pretty decent. If you are not a big fan of the character or anything, do not spend 15 bucks on this figure. I got this figure at Toys R Us, so that's in the retail $8.99. So I guess that's pretty good price. If you're not familiar with the character, then just wait till it hits retail. If you're dying to get this figure, you're a big huge fan of TMNT, and like you have TMNT bed sheets and everything, which I do not. But anyways, then I suggest you could get this figure for $15. But overall, he's a pretty cool figure. He's not that bad actually. So anyways, thanks for watching my review, and please stay tuned for more. Peace out.